Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So it's Sunday morning. It's absolutely gorgeous out here this morning. I don't know what this video is going to end up holding. We've got the new chicken tractor, well, the new Eggmobile that we deployed fully yesterday. So we'll take a look at that. We got a new baby lamb living on the porch. We've been bottle feeding it. We got another sheep that's due. We've not gone out and done anything yet, so we're going to take y'all along. You may be as surprised as we are. But anyway, stick around with us for a little while. It's a beautiful day on the farm. I know we got a farm tour coming up today. I don't know what else is going on, but hang around. Let's see what the day brings. So we've done a couple of videos showing the build on our new Eggmobile, and so we have fully deployed it out in the garden with all of our chickens. So we've done a count. We got a group of chickens back in November. There's 184 of those left. We did lose quite a few in the brooder and some out on pasture just because it was cold. And then we pulled another 31, I think it was, that was out in the field. Some of those chickens were about 3 years old. We just brought them out, put them in with this crowd, and decommissioned our old Eggmobile. So right now, by our count, best we can come up with, there's about 215 chickens here. There's a couple roosters, Mr. Smarty Pants right there, who's a bit of a fussy Gus. I'll not call him anything else on camera. And then we got another rooster over here, big guy, big red rooster over there. I think there's another one in here, but anyway, so this is our new Eggmobile. 16 feet long, about 6.5 feet wide, and then inside it's 7 feet tall. This is built on an old tilt bed trailer, metal frame, old farm style wheels. Got the light there. Old farm style wheels. This is a tilt trailer, so we put a pin through the, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, we put a pin through the latch so it will not tilt. Again, we built it about 7 feet tall. Found this old used tin on Facebook Marketplace. Picked it up for about $10 a sheet, I think it was. And then at the top, we left that open for ventilation. I had some old hardware cloth I didn't think I'd ever use. Is about 3 foot tall, 14 feet long. We got that, got to figuring it was just enough. It was perfect. So another reason to save your excess building materials whenever you got stuff for whatever purpose. You never know whenever you're going to use it. So put that up. Looks really nice. We did do a flat roof on this thing because this trailer will never be sitting on a perfectly flat space. So there's always going to be drainage to one side or the other. So done a flat roof on it, and then we can crank the top up. We can crank the front up a little bit, crank it down a little bit, so that we've got some tilt. Still need to do some jacks on the front and the rear. We built a nice homemade chicken door here. Got a little ramp for the chickens to go up and down. And inside, found this storm door, Facebook Marketplace, $5. Got a storm door on here. And then we pulled our nesting boxes out of our old chicken coop and we mounted them on the wall. I've got 22 nest holes in here right now. We do need more based on the number of chickens that we have and the number of chickens that we will eventually have inside this space. So need to put a step. So these are our nesting boxes. Close them up at night. Again, chickens will poo where they sleep, so we just close them up at night. We don't let the chickens sleep in here. Got 22 holes. And then all we done was just took some 1x6s that was included in the batch of lumber that we bought to build this thing out of. Ripped those things down the middle, so we got some basically 1x3s, and we just mounted them about 12, 14 inches above each other. And then this is our roosting bars. I figure, between these, floor space, the whole deal, and we may end up having to take another one out, another row or two out. We'll figure out how to put some more back to mount some additional nest boxes. But we can put some nest boxes here. Yes, they're high. Yes, the girls can get in it just fine. They're managing without any problem. There's a new one. No, she's an old one. Plenty of roost space in here. We should easily be able to get, you know, 350 chickens in here without a problem. This is just where they spend the night. Not a big deal. So this is our Eggmobile. Got an egg on the floor here. This is the only problem. It's crawling through there to get eggs, or working on a chicken if you got a sick chicken or something like that. So, but anyway, turned out nice. Rough cut green, 2x4s poplar. We'll probably have a little split and a little settling, that kind of thing. But there's a hardware cloth. This turned out pretty nice. We're kind of excited about this. Bigger Eggmobile. Had a lot of demand for eggs last year, so we're getting more chickens. So hopefully this should help us meet demand. These girls are in the garden. We want them out here stirring this up, tilling this up a little bit. They're about done. We're just getting everybody trained on the Eggmobile right now. Coming out at night, making sure everybody's going inside. We'll have to do that for a couple nights, and then everybody will get that. They'll get that figured out pretty quick. So a lot of juvenile birds in here. Should start laying in the next few weeks. We're getting a little more sunshine, getting that time of year. So feeding them out here on the field. We'll eventually put a feeder in here. So that's the Eggmobile, the new Eggmobile 2.0. Bigger, better. We'll see how it works. Yeah. Oh man. So, kitchen scraps. Had some old bread. So I'm gonna clean out the refrigerator a little bit. Let's see if they're interested in this. Oh yeah. There's a little lettuce in there. Some onion peelings, bread, tortilla, or pita bread, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, they'll go right to work on that. Chickens, they're great for your kitchen scraps. Don't be throwing that stuff in the trash. Give it to your birds. They'll give you eggs in exchange. So, meat chickens. These are our Freedom Ranger color yield. There are 52 of these guys left. We've had a couple die in the brooder. That happens. We'd ordered 50, so we're 2 ahead of where we had initially planned to be. But anyway, Freedom Ranger color yield. These are the birds that we'll be using in our first pasture poultry processing class. They will look much different whenever we get there. Thank the good Lord that the birds don't look like this whenever it comes time for processing. We'd all be vegans, I guess. But anyway, so these are the first group of birds we'll be processing on May the 2nd. Is that right? May the 2nd. That class is full, but we have opened up to do a second pasture poultry processing class on June. What's the date in June, Sandra? I think it's June the 6th. It's on the website. I'll post a link to that in the description down below. So if you're interested in learning how to process your own birds on your own farm, it's going to be a full day here on the farm. We'll do a pasture walk. We'll go out, look at birds on the pasture. We should have some birds here in the brooder, but the primary part of the day will be spent talking about actually processing birds. So everybody will have a chance to go through the full deal: kill, scald, pluck, eviscerate, cut up, package, label, put in the cooler, all that stuff. So if you're interested in learning how to process birds on your own farm, you've never done that before, it's going to be hands-on. This is not a theory class. This is hands-on. We're actually going to be doing it. Everybody get to do at least 3 birds start to finish. We'll make sure you go home with a bird ready to cook. Go in your refrigerator, ready to go in the stock pot, frying pan, on the grill, however you want to do it. You'll get to take a bird home. We'll have a farm-to-table meal. Everything will have been grown right here on the farm. So we'll have a farm-to-table meal for you. Go over to the website, check that out. I'll post a link in the description down below with a pay and admission second ticket if you want to bring a buddy, a partner, a friend. your mama, whoever you want to bring, will discount that second ticket. So go to the website, check that out. The Sheraton Park Pastured Poultry Processing class, that's coming up in June. So link in the description down below. A couple of weeks ago, we done a video on our emergency chicken purchase. We bought 99 chicks at the Rural King, just across the state line up in Virginia. Had some birds that were a little bit older. They gave us a discount on them. So this is what they are, 99 egg laying chickens. We've not lost, knock on wood, we've not lost a single bird out of that batch. There were some production reds, some barred rocks. What else was in this crowd, Sandra? Rhode Islands, maybe? I forget what all they were. But anyway, these guys are doing good. Isa Brown, that's right, some Isa Brown. These guys are doing great. We're going to have to put some shavings in here. We'll do that here in just a second. Feeding water, making sure we got plenty of feeding water. It's about, these guys are feathering out. It's not going to be long before it's time for them to come out. So we'll keep an eye on them and get these guys out of here sooner rather than later. We're going to need the brooder space too. I'm sure we got some more birds of some kind coming. I'm going to confirm everybody's suspicion today. You do the work. Somebody asked for like a full length feature on you. Yeah. Well, not if I were narrating it. So y'all remember the mamas? Big mama. Let's see, where's little mama? Yeah. And little mama. Both these girls are pregnant, or they've been artificially inseminated. They never did come back into heat, so we feel pretty confident that they're pregnant. Let's see, little mama's the last one. She's due on May the 2nd. Today we're having our processing class, so hopefully she'll have them either the day before or the day after instead of having them while we got a bunch of people here. But anyway, both these girls, we've had them in the bamboo. They've done a lot of work on that, pushed a lot of it over. They've stirred a lot of stuff up. Time to move. We've been here for too long. It's just been so wet. We didn't want to put them on another space for them to decimate it. This was primarily bamboo. They had a little bit of ground right here, so we just felt like it was fine that they were where they are. So we just left them alone. Got these girls on ration feed. 5 pounds per pig per day. They're looking good. Neither one of them, Big Mama's still pretty big, kind of wide, but neither one of them are just crazy overweight, we think, right now. So, but everybody's looking good. The mamas, this will be their 3rd farrowing, so we're excited to see what we do 3rd time around. Down here with the sheep. So these are a couple of new babies that were born week and a half ago. Little boy is the blonde one with the white spots, and then Oreo back here is the only no, I take that back. Oreo's a little girl. She's doing great. She was a little runty to start with. She's come out of it. She's looking great now. Pretty little girl. Right behind the fence. This is our first ram lamb that was born. He's a beast, doing really well. And then here's a couple more. Little boy, little boy, little boy. And then this is a sister to the bottle baby we've got up at the house. This is the mom. She's had a vaginal prolapse, which is why she's wearing that prolapse sling. But mom rejected it, the bottle baby, up at the house. For some reason it had kind of wandered off and was down on the lower part of the barn. And whenever we tried to put it back on mom, she would just headbutt it, wouldn't let it nurse. But this is the other little girl. She's doing great. You can see she's nursing up, active, looking good. Mom's doing okay. Mom will go for processing after we get everybody weaned off. that vaginal prolapse is not going to get any better. We've dealt with this with her a couple of times over the past year. So, do what? Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe she even had 2 viable babies. She was kind of small to start with, but was able to give birth. We found them yesterday morning. But yeah, that little girl's looking good. The one up at the house is actually doing fine. I mean, she's in the house with a diaper, but she's taking milk replacer, looking good, doing okay. So that's the mama. And then got one more over here that's pregnant. This little boy right here, he is the white one. He is absolutely gorgeous. Look at him, beautiful. And then we got one mom left. This girl right here, big as a house. Based on her size, looks like she should have about 5. We'll see how she does. Yeah, we hope not. Then that'd be more bottle babies. Be more funny looking lap dogs at the house. So one of our older ewes, she's always been a good mom, so excited to see what she comes up with here. She's due. I mean, she should have them. She's bagged up, she's big. It's time. This is the remaining 10 of our 30 turkeys. We've done a couple of videos on that, talking about how we lost 20 of our 30 turkeys in shipping due to the postal service. And then this is the chicken tractor. What's wrong? Oh. And then this is the chicken tractor that my friend Michael built for us to try out. Done a video on that. I'll leave his contact information in the description down below. If you're interested, reach out to him. This is an all-metal Suscovich style chicken tractor, 6.5 feet across, 10 feet long, 1-inch conduit. All the joints are welded and then painted. He will do these any way you want, with wire, without wire, whatever kind of wire you want. He can build them bigger. I think he said he could do, you know, in 10-foot increments, because that's the length of the conduit. So he potentially could do, you know, like a 10-foot long or a 20-foot or 30-foot long chicken tractor if that's what you wanted. So I'll leave his information in the description down below. Reach out to Michael. Great guy. I think he's already got a couple of orders. Some folks are interested in trying these out, so give him a shout. But the turkeys are doing great. They're looking good. We had put them out here. Got some feathers there. We had put these guys out a couple nights ago because we needed the brooder space, and then just because it was cold, we just took some cardboard, because our tarp doesn't come down low enough. Took some cardboard and just fashioned it with some zip ties along the bottom, just to create a windbreak. That's worked great. Worked out really good. Went and got some hay, tossed some hay in here till we can start moving them. Gives them some extra bedding. We've got a light hanging, so they've got some heat, water, feed, all the creature comforts at home. So turkey babes are off and running, doing good. She's getting close. All right, with the gilt group, our unpregnant female. Everybody else is pregnant. This girl here, is she the first one to go? She's due first. Let's get around here so we can get a good side shot of her. Yeah. Yep. Notice that big belly. Teats are really developing. Starting to kind of bag a little bit. Not, you know, not much yet, but starting to a little bit. Real swollen vulva. She's getting close. I'm hoping she's eating for about 12 or 13 right there, including herself. And then everybody else, this is the unpregnant one. This girl, she's the last one. She'll be the last one to farrow. She's looking good. Big, strong, healthy looking pig. All these girls, big, strong, healthy looking girls, getting ready to farrow here in let's see, today's the 7th, so about 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks these girls will be giving birth. So really excited about that. I mean, hoping for good healthy litters. Got a need for piglets here. Got a lot of folks asking for piglets, so hoping we can help a few folks out with that. We'll just keep an eye out. We're going to be moving these girls here in the next week. They've been on this paddock for a while. Time to move. We're going to go this way. We'll set up a couple of big round hay bales, build the paddock around those. That'll give them some nesting material. They'll typically will build some nest out of those big round bales. You can see what they're doing with the round bale that we had here. they'll build some nests, have those piglets in those nests of hay. So we'll set the bales out, build the paddock around them. Whenever we're ready to move, we'll just move them over into that. We'll try to document some of that and capture some of that on video. But good looking girls. Everybody healthy. So those were the big gilts. These are we call this the baby gilt group of gilts right here. These girls, will start breeding them here in a couple months. But they're out on pasture looking good. Everybody's growing. Restricting feed on these girls. We're not overfeeding them, so that's why everybody's kind of, you know, we want them nice and sleek looking, look like a missile. So everybody looks good, growing, healthy. Let's see, y'all remember Pumpkin? This is Pumpkin right here in the middle. She was Helen's daughter. She's looking good. Got them on pasture. We're going to overseed this. Time for these girls to move as well. We're going to overseed this, and then we'll move them on to a new paddock. Yeah, friendly bunch, especially Pumpkin here. She's all about scratch. Don't bite now. All about the scratches. Let's get y'all fed. Oh, get y'all some breakfast. Somebody was asking on or left a comment on a previous video, how are the boars doing? So here are the boys. Jack, Hamlet, Lester and Earl. Everybody here's doing good. This is Jack, big boy, really growing, coming on strong, looking good. Hamlet, he's doing great. Big boy, he's caught up with Jack. When he first came, he was a little bit smaller than Jack, even though they're right at the same age. But he's really caught up. And then we got Lester and Earl, our two little Hereford cross boys. They're looking good. They're coming on strong, putting on some weight, really growing. Everybody here's active. We got them in this little wooded area right here that we cleaned out for them. They continue to stir and churn this up. But they're doing excellent here on pasture, kind of in a wooded space. Works really good for pigs. Plenty of cover, plenty of stuff to root around on. So the boys club down here. This is part of our feeder group. These guys are up here gathered around the buffet at the Golden Corral here this morning. Real quick reminder, we're going to be doing a basic pastured pig class here at Sheraton Park Farms coming up on May the 16th. It's going to be a full day. All things pasture pigs. We'll have half a day in the classroom, half a day out in the field. We'll do some fencing demonstrations. We'll set up a weaning / training pen. Hope to be able to show maybe a castration demonstration. Some classroom work, talk about everything from selecting piglets, breeding pigs, all the way to doing your cut sheets and determining what cuts of meat you want. Talk a little bit about marketing and some of those kinds of things. Just a real basic class if you're interested in raising pigs for yourself, for your own meat, or if you're just interested in getting started on pigs on your farm. Come out and join us. I'll leave a link to the class in the description down below. Had a few folks sign up already, excited about that. Be a good opportunity to do a little bit of networking with some other pig farmers. So come out and join us. May 16th, a basic pastured pig workshop right here at Sheraton Park Farms. So we just got done with a farm tour a little while ago. We had a real nice couple come out to the farm that they've got a homestead kind of set up that they've started down in sort of the eastern part of the state, working on building that out to a little bit more of a production farm. So they came over, spent a few hours with us, and we walked around and looked at the pigs and the chickens and the sheep and the turkeys and everything we got going on here, and talked a little bit about farm businesses and that kind of thing. Didn't record any of that. You know, we actually do quite a bit of those, and I elect not to record any of that. I want folks to, if they're going to come out and spend some time here, I want us to be focused on talking about, what they want to talk about, learning about the farm, talking about business things that, they have an interest in, so that they can grow their farm, grow their business. But that ended up being a big part of the day today. Didn't get around to showing the lamb. We got this baby lamb up on the porch. I'll try to do another video specifically on that, but we had this lamb, mentioned a while ago. 2 born yesterday morning. Mom ended up rejecting the one, so we've got this baby lamb up on the porch that's Bottle feeding. She's cute as she can be. She's coming along good. Have never had that happen before. A mother just reject the baby altogether and not let it nurse. Sonner took it back down a little bit later on today, put it in with the mom, and she just absolutely didn't want anything to do with it. So I don't know what's up with that. We're going to continue bottle feeding it. We'll try putting it back in with the flock here again, maybe tomorrow. See if we can try to renormalize it, reacclimate it to the flock. Angel wanted to play with it, and some of the other baby lambs wanted to jump around and play with it a little bit too, but mom just didn't want to, for some reason, mom just didn't want anything to do with it. So, but we'll try that again, and if it doesn't work, we'll just continue baby bottle feeding that lamb. There's, you know, a whole lot worse things in life than bottle feeding a lamb and having a lamb running around your living room. But anyway, I think that's going to do it. I'm going to post a link to a couple other videos over here, some other stuff we got going on. If you've not hit that subscribe button, hit subscribe, follow along with us. We got sheep, lambs, chickens, turkeys, baby pigs coming, all kinds of different stuff. But we appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks.